Okay, I just thought I would do a quick chicken update. Basically, there isn't a lot of change. Since I haven't done a video in a long time, but since the last video, I think it was winter the last time, so I got rid of the winter water with a heater in it. Also, instead of using a stand for my water, I mounted this corner, this 2x4 in the corner, and hung the water from it. That way there's a little bit more, opens up a little bit more floor space or run space for the chickens, as well as just keeps things a little bit higher, because I was stacking things high, and then it was kind of wobbly. They tipped over once. I was getting sick of dealing with it. This also prevents them from climbing up there because it moves around, and they've only very rarely go on top of that board. Yesterday I added some wood chips. We had basically 3 straight days of rain this past week. Looks like we're gonna get some more rain today too. Yeah, that's about it for like major updates. One notable thing, Stripey, which is the barred rock that is a little bit taller, the one on the left here. She has been, the last 3 days, she has been pretending or trying to be broody, and we found her sitting on top of a couple eggs in the nesting box, though she hasn't been very aggressive about it because I was easily able to reach and grab the eggs out and like pick her up and move her out of there. Obviously we don't have a rooster, so there's nothing to no chicks to hatch, basically. So it's just one of those things. I think it'll go away in a few days. We've never had a chicken do this, but we've only had them for a little bit more than a year. So, but it looks like she came out of there now. So I think she maybe realized that there weren't any more eggs to sit on. We've been getting in the realm of 4 to 6 eggs a day out of our 6 chickens. Typically it's around 5, sometimes 6, and then we have the occasional 4 day. But that feeder there has been working great since we started using it last year. I have no complaints about it. The water works well. We had to replace one nipple that was leaky. I'm not sure. It seemed like basically the spring, because those are little spring-loaded horizontal nipples. I think the spring actually kind of wore out, so it wasn't keeping a nice seal. The other 2 are still fine, so I still recommend this kind. There's very little mess. Let's go back in the nesting box and just take a look, see if there's any eggs. Oh, there's Jella. Hey, Jella. Looks like we have 1 egg. I already got 2 today, primarily to prevent Stripey from sitting on them. But yeah, this setup has been working great. So since it's been warmer out, we've been leaving the roost up in the run. Also because the grass hasn't grown in much yet. It's getting pretty good, but we've had all that rain, so it's kind of mucky. I don't want them digging here. We've been keeping them in the run for the last couple months instead of letting them roam around. We did buy that movable fence to keep them kind of contained out of the garden, but I'm still waiting for this area here to dry out a bit, so they're not going to dig it up. I just don't want this lawn to be too dug up. The grass itself is looking thicker, but I'm just not interested in having to deal with this destroyed lawn because of the chickens. So when we do have them out, we'll try to rotate them around so they're not on the same area in multiple days, too many days in a row. But I'm just waiting basically for these late spring, early summer rains to kind of subside. We're supposed to get some more rain in the next couple days, but yeah, they seem to be sleeping out on that roost, which is fine. I don't really have a problem with it. They're very well protected in this coop. And this run, it's all, I mean, we have an apron of hardware cloth around the whole thing. It's all hardware cloth. It's solid. We've had no issues with predators aside from when we had the hawk attack one of our chickens when it was still winter in the snow. But no, there's no hawk actually getting into their coop or run. One thing I had to do yesterday is, the day before, I had to cut off the bottom of the door. With all that rain, the 2x4s just swelled a bit, and it was really getting hard to close it, open and close it. So I shaved off maybe 1/4 of an inch, put some paint on there, and it's been fine since. I definitely made this whole thing on a pretty good budget, so I wasn't expecting everything to function amazingly. I probably should have left more of a gap there anyway to begin with, but I think we'll be good for the time being. That's about it. The chickens have been great. They've been healthy and laying lots of eggs, and yeah, we've been very happy. They're very low maintenance. That's it for now. I hope you guys have a good one. See you later. Hey, since I didn't post this video yet and it's a few days later, thought I'd share a quick update on the chickens. This morning Alyssa found Stripes, one of our barred rock chickens, dead in the corner of the chicken run. We're not sure if she died last night, overnight, early this morning. We really don't know. We don't know for sure why. Our only clue is that we looked at her vent and there was it looked like a little bit of mild prolapse, so or it could have been infected or something. We're not really sure. She didn't actually seem sick. We didn't know that, like, they've all been normal, and we've actually let them out. I mentioned earlier that we weren't letting them out, but the grass dried out a lot in the last few days, and so we put up the portable net fencing, and we've let them out a couple times since the start of this video, the last couple days. And they've all been happy and healthy, so we don't think it's some kind of disease that's going around, because the rest of the chickens all seem just normal. So just wanted to share a quick update at the end of this video. We were really disappointed, because we like these chickens. But it is what it is. This is just part of life. Death is definitely part of life, especially in a sinful world. And this is part of having animals. So yeah, just wanted to share that, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one.